All right, from nostalgia to sustainability to uniqueness and individuality, vintage shopping is experiencing a surge in popularity with over 25,000 resale stores in the U.S. Secondhand apparel is fashion's best kept treasure that is here to stay. And joining me is Spark Pretty's Amanda Dolan, who is here to tell us how to put together a fabulous outfit wearing vintage and retro clothing. So welcome, Amanda.
This is so exciting. Hello, hello.
You are like the perfect spokesmodel for vintage with what you're wearing today.
I know. I'm a little rainbow.
You got a little everything going on. I think, you know, people are sometimes afraid of vintage or retro or thrift or any of those combos because they don't really know how to put it together. So I'm thrilled that you're here to give people some inspiration today. How did you get started? I mean, did you always work in fashion, or was this like a side hustle that's now your primetime gig?
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. I started as an artist, and then I kind of fell into fashion. I worked for Betsy Johnson. The most, I mean, you were just on the judging panel with her
on Drag Race with us. She's incredible.
And I learned so much, like cut my teeth in the retail business through working at Betsy.
Right.
But I've always had a passion for fashion, and my grandparents and I used to go vintage shopping together, and it's just so fun to find a special treasure.
Okay, yeah, I love it. I'm a huge vintage fan.
Yeah.
I think it's great because it's sustainable.
Exactly.
It's one of a kind usually. There's not everybody is wearing it.
Exactly.
Which
you feel
I love
special.
The big box stores, but sometimes, you know, you go into a room and that person's wearing the same thing. So what would be your number one tip, I guess, for people who are maybe starting out buying some vintage or some consignment or just dipping their toe into that marketplace?
I always like to tell people to just find one standout piece, and then you can incorporate it so much into your wardrobe. Like I love jean jackets or a statement piece. So if you're just wearing all black, you throw something like a great vintage piece over it, and you've got a look. So always start with just a basic jacket or something that pops the eye.
Or even just vintage jewelry.
Oh, of course. A little bling goes a long way.
All right. Well, to give you at home some ideas, I know Amanda's brought some models with us to feature some outfits pulled from your store, Spark Pretty, which features 70s, 80s, and 90s styles. So let's bring out our first model. I love a runway show. This is India, everybody.
That is my girl, India, looking more beautiful than ever.
Okay.
She is wearing, from Spark Pretty, this wonderful 80s vintage airbrush Betty Boop jacket.
Oh, Betty Boop is so trending right now with the musical on Broadway.
She's got the vintage clock purse, a little nod to Flavor Flav. You put a battery in it, it'll tell the time.
Does it really?
It sure does.
Oh, no excuse to be late, India.
Oh, she never would be.
And I love the leopard, too.
We like to say at Spark Pretty, leopard's a neutral. It goes with everything.
Absolutely, it's jersey camo.
So what's cool about Spark Pretty is that other than vintage, we carry retro-inspired brands. So if you're a little afraid, you know, to dip into the vintage world, get yourself a retro-inspired piece. This is one of our best-selling dresses. It's size inclusive, it's mesh, it's stretchy, it comes extra small to 3XL.
You could wear that 10,000 different ways.
And then it's a little nod to New York. India's got the hot dog and Statue of Liberty earrings.
Oh.
We've got some rhinestone jewelry, and she looks hot.
I love it. All right, let's bring out our next model. This is Ryan.
Oh, and here is Ryan.
Oh, Ryan, honey.
I know. Serving looks.
Yes.
Ryan and I used to work for Betsy Johnson together.
Did you?
So Ryan's wearing archival Betsy Punk label, American Feather. Very, like I said, you get one vintage piece, you wear it so many ways.
Right.
And we've got some vintage gold jewelry. We've got the flares.
I love the chain belt.
Exactly. The big chunky jewelry is so popular.
This would be so great also for festival season.
Exactly.
All these things coming up.
And these looks are interchangeable. They're unisex. Everyone can wear them. He's also got a little heart clutch purse. Now, Carson, doesn't that look like Moschino to you?
It
One
does.
of my favorite designers. But here at Spark Pretty, we have a lot of really cute bags that won't break the bank, but look just as good.
I love that.
So it's a great mix and match, retro and new.
Exactly, and really fabulous over the top. All right, let's see our next look. Come on out. I don't have a model's name.
I think we know this guy.
Oh my God, it's our own Ben.
Woo!
Wow.
Look at this man.
I love these pants.
So these are retro-inspired checkerboard flares. Again, size inclusive. They come extra small to 3XL. Paired it with a New York 80s airbrush jean jacket. Because come on, we're in the best city in the world.
I mean, let's move away from that shot. It's a family show.
Woo!
My goodness.
And then open up the jacket. Let's see the shirt. This is a vintage 90s Beanie Baby t-shirt. Do you remember the Beanie Baby?
Yes, I can't believe it's vintage. I can't believe I'm that old. Wow.
So look at him go.
You know, that's a great piece too. Vintage t-shirts.
Exactly.
That say like 90210.
Right, we've got Milli Vanilli. We've got
that's
the
a
baby.
fun way to add personality to any outfit.
You throw that on with jeans, you're good to go.
And then we've got the New York skyline jacket on the denim.
I know. We got to represent the best city.
Let's bring back all of our models, you know, as we do in a runway show, and see the entire
Did you talk about the sexy choker? The sexy choker.
Oh, yeah.
We have to represent the sexy choker.
Sexy choker.
Maybe Ben should have worn that today.
Ben is giving us Blue Steel or Broken Dreams.
Aqua.
Let's see the Betty Boop in the back.
Yes, work and turn and hun,
honey.
We've
got festival, we've got casual, we've got Ben's kind of giving a rave, very Coachella vibe, very disco
with
party.
A splash of big boy restaurants in there.
Which
I feel like
love.
those pants are very that.
I love that. Great reference.
Yeah, you know, I'm old.
Vintage reference.
I'm old. Thank you.
Play checkers on my pants. Somebody, please.
My goodness. Again, it's a family show, Ben. Please.
Good point. Excellent point.
All right. Well, I want to thank Amanda. I want to thank all of our amazing models. If you would like to get a vintage or retro look, please go out to Spark Pretty. Where are you located?
We're in the East Village, 333 East 9th Street, and we're Tuesday through Sunday, 12 to 6. Please come on down. We'd love to have you.
Okay. And what's also great, I saw your Instagram is there at Spark Pretty. It's a great way to get ideas too. If you're a little bit intimidated by putting together a retro look.
We do videos every day and a lot of theme parties. We got you 80s, 70s disco. We got you covered.